morning, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's October 23rd, 2024. It's Scorpio season, step 0. Today is a very powerful day. It's a Grandmaster Scorpio day, basically. You're setting your boundaries and setting your boundaries more. Whew, wow, life is so hard. Things do happen, and I barely slept last night. How was your sleep, guys? Type in the comment. Yeah, I was not able to go to bed. I was rushing in fear, and so much anger, sadness, grief, shame came up. And but I think that's part of the process, part of life, right? I'm learning to let that go, and I'm looking forward to feel better. But the weather is helping me a little bit. It's nice. Yeah, it's very refreshing to do live outside because I feel the cold air, and even though it's cold, but it's like I feel like it's helped me calm down and ground myself. I don't really do like cold plunge. I've done it before. That was so hard. But yeah, namaste. Let's sleep last night. Energy mixed feeling. Yeah, Fascia Ray. Good morning. Birthday tomorrow, 24th October. Oh, you are like a cups of Libra Scorpio, and you are Scorpio. I just had my birthday 4 days ago, and so happy birthday. It's your special day. It's your new year, starting a new year. Think about all the stuff that you've done in the past year, and it's like 50. I think my sensei Gary told me that 52 days before your birthday is like Saturn returns. You kind of go through this annual review of your life, and I definitely went through that. And one of the things that came up was so I've been telling this during my life quite often. I have Chiron in Taurus, which means I have I have fear of losing someone or losing something that my heart wanted. And I think that was a repetitive karmic patterns for me, life after lifetime. Hi, Sarah. So in any relationship, like it comes from the lack of self-esteem because this happened before, or just like maybe I applied this pattern because of the past life and childhood. I thought, in my childhood, I definitely thought that no one cares about me, and nobody likes me, and I am not enough, so I need to work harder. So I became achiever, basically. So I recognize my pattern, and I'm here to choose myself. It's so hard, but that's the only way. So if you're going through something, you're not alone. Yeah, I woke up at 3:45 a.m. but went to sleep after a while. Yeah, something, I discovered about something, and it was so shocking and surprising for me last night. And then I created a lot of anger, disappointment, and I'm learning to embrace all my emotions. So it's like, I literally said, hello, anger, hello, sadness. I see you, I feel you, right? And what do you want me to see? And let that, let those emotions vibrate me. But also, now I slowly have more tools in hand, thinking lots of affirmations, right? Like, I am not my thoughts, I am not my emotions. And out of all these things that are happening to me, and behind all of that, even behind anger, even when I have the negative thoughts, because sometimes we judge ourselves for having those thoughts, but it's okay to feel this way. It's totally valid from that perspective, from one perspective, right, that you're seeing. But in order for us to shift and maybe welcome other perspective, you just need to go through the emotions first and calm yourself down. So okay, it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing to do, there's nothing wrong with me. And another powerful affirmation that I started to use was, think about anything that you are kind of being triggered by. And this is no longer me because, or this person or this situation have no power over me because I choose myself. I know I'm worthy. It's my birthright. I'm provided. I'm lovable. I am I'm lovable, I'm loving, and I'm loved, and I'm provided, I'm enough. And so I keep just listing all the things. I think it's like the two sentences, I'm enough, I'm worthy, are that probably the theme for today for me. Yeah. What do you have for Fashion Universe in Vancouver? What do you mean by what do I have? So I teach 4 fascial maneuver classes in Vancouver, and it's Thursday at 7:30, and Friday at noon, and Sunday at 10 a.m. and Monday at 6:30 p.m. There's a lot of classes. Yeah, yeah, it's awesome. I'm very blessed to be able to do what I'm so passionate about. Um, Oh, okay. Yeah, workshop training private. I do hands-on if we ever live in Vancouver area. Hands-on fashion maneuvers. I mean, each client, like the session with each client is completely different, but it's basically my fascia meets your fascia, and I'm a mover. Let's move this stagnant energy and let's see what comes up. Let's move your energies together, right? And for me, I am acknowledging that I ignore some shadow aspect of myself because I did not know how to deal with it. But I'm learning that out of all this, I choose myself, and it's a challenge, right? But I think it's good to know that you have a choice in every moment. If you decide that this has no power over me, power over you, then that's the reality you're gonna create. So let's, stay in power, stay in love. Everything is love. So every time you judge something or every time you choose fear, out of, it's okay to feel the fear, it's okay to feel the anger, let it flow and let it express itself and take necessary actions. Wow, that's the only way. Anyways, yeah, so spicy Scorpio season is here. Um, Again, I did not sleep much at all. My sleep was very shallow. And today is a Grandmaster Scorpio day, so step 0. Void is nothing, but nothing is everything, right? We create from void, created from nothingness. So today is a day to kind of just really set the strong boundaries. Maybe it's to do with taking action, certain action, telling people that this is your boundaries, but at the same time, most importantly, it's almost like taking a mind note. Like, this is how I live my life. And as much as, in terms of how you talk to yourself, you want to make it, as positive as possible. But there is also a power of, I'm not gonna, I'm never gonna, da 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 da. Those words are also important because, if you know that so strongly with the energy that you're not gonna do this or you're not gonna be that, then that's what you're gonna be, So there's a lot of power in setting that positive thought, flowing your way through all these emotions that coming up and the thoughts, and becoming the observer more. And then when the emotion comes, it's like, okay, hello, I see you, I feel you, I acknowledge you, I choose to become whole. And I think there's a lot of power in that. So I am whole, I am enough, I am lovable, and there's nothing wrong with me. So keep celebrating yourself and keep celebrate and choosing yourself. That's the most important part. So let me just read what it has to say for today. Welcome to the I Protect Scorpio transit. For the next 30 days, you'll be focusing on the energy between energies. That is, the conscious boundaries between everything. I Protect Scorpio is the energy responsible for separating you from harm, making distinctions between things, and opening or closing you to others. Step 0, I Protect energy, is absolute power in consciousness because it can be used to connect or separate from source. Yeah, connect or separate from source. I think when you choose fear, you separate yourself from source. When you choose love, you choose to connect, right? Similarly, it can be used to connect or separate from your own consciousness. Abandonment of oneself is a misplaced boundary around the heart. So yeah, if you have an abandonment issue like myself, today is a very important day to just choose yourself, and you will never give up on yourself. So abandonment of oneself is a misplaced boundary around the heart. Someone that is cold has boundaries around the emotional field. Anyone in denial has put boundaries around knowledge or ideas. In the first 10 days of this transit, you'll focus on redefining boundaries with yourself. Day by day, you will be invited to open up or close down to yourself, depending on what's needed. This exercise will architect your trust in yourself until this time next year. So let's really practice and master boundaries in this Scorpio season. From step 11 to 19, you will redesign your boundaries with people, places, and things in your day-to-day outer life. And finally, in step 20 to 29, that's way further because it was step 0. You'll be drawing your most powerful boundaries, your emotional boundaries, to the world and others. Emotional boundaries are considered master level. It takes practice to perfect emotional management. Yeah, how you respond to things, that's where the power is. I felt the emotion and catch myself feeling angry, and I did not ignore those emotions last night. But at the same time, keep telling myself, thank you, anger, for teaching me to stay in my power. Thank you, anger, to stand up for myself. And this has no power over me. This person has no power over me because I know better. So, in each of your story, examine your personal boundaries with yourself in a department of your life. Determine if you feel safe or exposed, what's not visible. Today, you begin a 30-step upgrade of your self-confidence, values, productivity, manifestation, potential. For the first 10 days, you will change and expand what you value in yourself personally. Each day will examine how you value your other states of awareness, such as how you value feelings, thoughts, or beliefs. Today, examine how you value your personal boundaries. Do you put much stock into protecting yourself? Do you spend time and energy investing in feeling safe? Today begins your annual feelings, emotions, home, and family changes for the long term. This awareness represents the feelings you end up becoming and emotions other people witness coming from you. Today, you're planning for how to use boundaries with your personal feelings. You may be shutting out negative feelings and failing to protect positive ones. Define what boundaries are needed for you to keep feeling about yourself positive in the long term. Yeah, the challenge is, it's a good challenge is, when you are going through turmoil of emotions, what am I choosing? What are you choosing? That's a challenge. Today's goal is to observe, become an observer, observe where you have boundaries, where you lack boundaries, and where you need new boundaries. If you have repressed emotions such as fear, shame, guilt, or other uncomfortable negative feelings, you may experience them rise to the surface today. I'm already had that. Step 0 represents all gateways within you. If you have something that needs to come out, it's easier today than on other days. Bear witness to whatever comes up without judgment or repressing it back down. Be safe. I am the master of my safety, and I am the master of my own reality. So at the end of it, you can, when something happens, situation, person, relationship, and triggers something in you, but we are all learning that it's not about the other person, it's not about the other parties, it's really about you. What's part of you, what's part of me attracted that reality. And when you respond differently, you finally break the pattern. Today's the day. But definitely, be kind to yourself, right? I'm learning to be so kind to myself, having all those feelings, and but I don't have much of self-destructive thoughts anymore, because I am working on loving myself and loving myself more. And reaching out for help is super powerful, but I'm also, whenever I want to listen, go inwards and search for answers, just like place my hands on my heart and feel that heartbeat. And sometimes it helps, sometimes it's not. This one is good too. And because it's like, in order for us to listen to this intuition, that calm, softening voice that normally it's so hard to listen because it's so quiet, it's very important to just be mindful and ground yourself to listen, right? To listen. Maybe people are not reliable, and you feel like, this is what happened to me in my healing journey. I was relying on people's advice so much at some point, and I realized that people give advice from the place of their wounds and patterns and baggage, and I don't need to take in everything they say. And so if I know that this person has a tendency of these traits and all that, it's like I don't go up to them and ask for advice, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that depth of the soul is different. And in terms of the depth of the soul, I feel like my depth goes deep, so deep ocean. But yeah, I think we all have answers, right? We're all learning to tap into our sensation. So that's step 1. I have more to read. Love rules the day, but may bitter sweet given the nature of Scorpio. The heart is revealing how safe, cut off, or supported it feels from you. In this way, you are clarifying your feelings about everything in life. If you do not feel safe alone with yourself, you will never attract safe situations in life. So this is power, if you need to tell yourself, I am safe, I am provided, and I am protected. I love myself. I choose life. I love my life. It's a very courageous thing to say if you're going through real hard time and in the middle of like crisis, let's say, and then you still say, I choose my life and I love my life. That's a very powerful statement right there. So I'm gonna be using a couple of powerful phrases like, I am enough, I choose myself. Even in the middle of noise and chaos, I still choose inner peace. I love my life, and I love my life more. Yeah. And the key to ruling the day is to identify the walls and boundaries that needs to be constructed or modified so that your heart feels safe inside your own skin. Yeah. Safety, a sense of safety. From there, determine the times you will always love yourself. Commit to a schedule. With the moon in Leo, the heart is with an easy reach by tapping into feelings, self-nurture. So let's focus on that, where we feel safe, where we don't feel safe. So this is where you put your boundary for yourself. Put boundaries for your thoughts. Put boundaries for because some of the thought that comes up, it's very detrimental or so negative that triggers negative emotions in you, right? In us. So this is where you can set boundaries for yourself. This thought has no power over me anymore because I trust that I am here for a reason. I love my life and I trust life, and everything is in the process of becoming, and I choose to love myself. And the good news is all that heartaches, all that stuff that we had to go through, we're not going to repeat it anymore because we know better. So that's a very powerful place to be. Working on it, but I think this is that time to really set strong, clear boundaries for your thoughts, for your emotions. Like, you can set the time limit, like for example, put the timer, and it's like, okay, next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm just gonna feel these emotions and see what comes up. What is this teaching me? Because it needs to vibrate out. If you don't take time for your feelings and acknowledge them, it will stay in your body. So you can do fascia maneuvers and talk to the body. You can do meditation and talk to your body. And so let's really create some time to talk to our body and our feelings and become the best friends. Like, take care of you. I am here. I'll never abandon myself anymore, right? So this is a time to choose yourself, choose your life over anything, and know that good things are coming. So, okay. How are you guys feeling? So I picked this card, of course, and I actually tapped 30 times today because even though today is a step 0 day, but step 0 happened because of the energy for the last 29 days. So that tapped 30 times. So he has a little bit of lingering energy and what we learned in Libra season, and which is keep your thoughts positive. That's exactly the theme. It's up to you to think happy and be happy, so keep your thoughts positive. Where your thoughts go, energy flows. Living an enlightened life comes with a positive price. With practice, you're able to consciously control your thoughts, and you have the power to choose positivity over self-defeating or criticizing thoughts. Your internal dialogue reflects in your attitude, outlook on life, and can even affect your health and well-being. The good news is that your brain can only focus on one thing at a time, so you can retain your brain to find the positive in each moment by asking what good can come from this. I'm going to write it down. What good can come from this? So if something happens, there's so many questions and tools that you like question that you can ask for yourself, but also tell yourself what good can come from this. So in any situations, you just know that life happens for you, then you can ask this question. So what good can come from this? What good can come from this? Don't be a drama queen or overreact. Find the solution and move forward. Light up and laugh at yourself more. Be playful and find the fun in life as if you were a kid again. Challenge yourself to only speak positively for the next 24 hours. Turn I can into I can, or I don't like into I prefer. Look for the possibilities and choose to see the glass half full, because happiness is a choice. I choose to be happy and plan to keep my thoughts positive today. So, what good can come from this? Life is sometimes super shitty. So shitty, and you're gonna be tested, and you feel all emotions: anger, sadness, guilt, shame. But I think just keep telling yourself what good can come with this. Also, I love my life, even though even though you're going through stuff or shitty life, whatever. It's okay that you don't prefer what you're seeing, but I think accepting and take life as it is, and know that you have power. That's where we can change things. I hear it two different ways. It could also be used to challenge toxic, anxious thoughts. Yeah, yeah. So keep your thoughts positive. I think it's okay to go through all kinds of thoughts, millions of thoughts. We go through this throughout the day, and thoughts triggers certain emotions, right? So well, hopefully we can find, at the end of the day, we can find a positive perspective that flows. You can find flow more, because life is all about, I believe, my body, my thought. Move like water, right? When you have a thoughts that is like anger, it's like you're holding on to this, but okay, what is this teaching me? Why am I getting triggered? But I also know that this has no power over me anymore because I choose myself. And yeah. Woo. So I feel like I want to do a short live today, and I'm like taking my time to meditate before I get busy throughout the day. But let's just rub our hands, just to feel our energy. It's very important to notice where you are energy wise. Wake up in the morning and choose yourself, and know that today is a good day, even though things do come out, but it needed to come out somehow. And just notice that out of all this, behind all of this, there is a higher power that always protecting us and want us to win. So let's feel it out and go around. Keep breathing. Trust in the process. Go around. If you feel any parts of your body that holding on, just tell yourself, hello pain, hello anger. I see you, I feel you, I acknowledge you. What are you telling me? What do you want me to see? And meditate on it. Or you can move do fascia maneuvers and talk to your body. It's like, what do you want me to see? What it's like to flow. Let's bring back more flow into life. Let's bring back more flow into my body. Let's bring back more flow into my thought. Being fluid, adaptive, flexible, resilient, flexible. I say that again. Fluid, adaptive, flexible, resilient, resourceful, and just flow like water, and learn all the necessary lessons along the way. But know that the purpose of life is to just be. Just be as authentic as you are. What it's like to have your own flow, right? So focus on that. You guys have any questions? Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, it's we go through stuff. Emotions go and up, and sometimes you feel lost. Every time you feel lost, and it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Just let go. There's a lot of power using the word let go. Also, let God. Leave it up to God. So I like meditation, but I'm also, when I'm in desperate situation, I pray. Yeah, I pray. I wish we all pray. And ground ourselves, and so that we can listen to the voice within. So those are the energy that I really want to tap into today. Yeah. Whew. Some days I have so much to say. Some day it's just, So I feel like today's Scorpio 0 day is that type of energy. It's kind of like void is basically nothingness. Nothingness is everything, but it's like almost like a dead energy. It's like you can put anything in here. So in a sense, it's a very powerful day. You keep putting all the good thought, positive thoughts, but at the same time, it is. It's like, okay, where am I? Who I am? Who am I? So I think that concludes the live today. It's a bit short, but definitely I'm feeling like a little. Maybe because I did not sleep. I was not able to sleep. Sometimes I make peace with not being able to sleep, because if I rushing in here, obviously my hormones acting up, and it's like, it's very hard to calm down. But that's part of the process, right? I know that it will get better. It will get better. And as I'm going through my day, use more empowering thoughts, choose more empowering thoughts, and just dance with all the emotions. Yeah, thank you, Soul Kisses. Thank you guys for being here. I'll be posting this recording. See you soon. Bye.